Hi, I'm Jay Baer from Convince and Convert, and this is Cision's Content Conversations. Today, I have, speaking of Cision, Heidi Sullivan, the Senior Vice President of Digital Content from Cision. Heidi, what is going on?
Oh, lots and lots, as always. It's awesome to be here.
Tell me what you think are the sort of the big sort of shift that's happening this year. I mean, we talk about this a lot, things that are evolving and changing in the content marketing space. What's kind of on your radar right now?
It's a great question. I think probably some of the big transformations we've seen with content marketing are that we're finally seeing what Jeremiah Owyang and Rebecca Lieb predicted back in 2012 of this converged media imperative, that finally there is actually practical examples of brands and agencies figuring out that the marketing function and the PR function and advertising need to work really closely together to come up with a content strategy, do real-time measurement and iteration throughout. But secondly, I really think that we're seeing the next ad tech being PR tech and figuring out how you can truly make PR a profit center. I mean, I think that's always been why PR is kind of the redheaded stepchild to marketing, is because marketing has been seen as a profit center. Marketers say, I sent out this email blast with this awesome
we got
story.
Leads or sales.
We got these leads and I sold blah, blah, blah. There's my ROI of 200%. On the flip side, you have PR who said, well, we've helped to improve brand reputation, or we have this publicity value. We have some of these vanity metrics. We've increased our followers. And as PR starts to be able to track and start to say, here's the actual action I was trying to inspire, here's what our actual results are, they're going to be able to be that profit center that marketing always has been.
Does it help that more and more PR occurs online so that you can sort of paint a mathematical, treasure map?
Absolutely. I mean, I think advertising was there a few years ago before the whole ad tech revolution, and you would say, okay, advertise on my billboard because 10,000 cars a day drive past it. But we don't know how many of those drivers actually looked or were actually inspired to do something based on that billboard. Now advertisers can start to watch that and look at that path. And what we've really seen is that PR is taking a lot of ownership over owned media. There was a lot of owns in there, I realized. But for the company blog, for the Twitter page, for the Facebook page, PR is really owning that because PR has always owned real-time responding and conversations. So you should have Google Analytics as your best friend. You can start to track all of that, see where the conversations are going and what it actually generates action.
We've seen PR firms and agencies, I think, get more and more software licenses, this sort of PR tech concept to do multiple different things, whether it's tracking and reporting or influencer identification and outreach, or some of the paid social amplification that Cision offers, which I love, the ability to sort of take your content and say, make this more well-known on Outbrain or Taboola or other third-party networks. Brilliant. Do you think that that trend will continue, that 2 years from now PR firms will have even more software that they're paying for, or will we start to see kind of an aggregation and a roll-up, sort of the platform style that you start to see now in social media, marketing automation, some of those?
Well, I think that that's always what Cision has really strived to be, is a one-stop workflow solution. Now, what we probably didn't predict quickly enough was how radically that workflow is going to change. Yeah. So there are PR people who are picking up a lot of these different pieces, and they may say, I need a social engagement tool, or I really need an add-on to my Google Analytics. So I do think that you will inevitably see consolidation like you do with other industries, where you don't have to buy 10 pieces of software.